Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, one God. Look, this is the gospel that is a recipe for success. Every time you listen to this gospel, which is repeated many times, repeated at least 70 times. If you are very clever, tell me why 70. Why this gospel is repeated 70 times in the year? Because it's always read when we remember the departure or martyrdom of one of the 70 that the Lord sent. So every time the church remembers one of the 70 disciples that the Lord selected and sent them 2 by 2, we read this gospel in the church. So it's read at least 70 times in the year. Every time you read it, you listen to it, remember that this is a recipe of success for any project. If you have a business project, if you are a student, if you like to raise your children, whatever the mission you have, if you like to succeed, look at the recipe that the Lord did. Look carefully what he did. First principle is teamwork. He sent them 2 by 2, not 1 by 1. So this is the first step of the recipe of success. Don't do something by yourself alone. It's doomed to failure or limited to your capability. Do it in a teamwork. أول خطوة من خطوات نجاح أي مهمة بناخدها من تعليم المسيح، أرسلهم 2 مش 1. بقول الكلام ده لأن الموضوع ده مهم قوي للخدام بالذات. افرض أنت بتخدم في المكتبة، في الكانتين، في المطبخ، في الشموسية، في الكهنوت، اعرف الحكاية دي مش هتنجح نجاح كامل غير لو شغلت حد معاك. ليه بقى؟ لأن لما بخرج مثلا أنا افتقاد مثلا مع أبونا جنازة أمام ربنا، يعني شاهد ربنا عليا، إن أنا ببقى حاسس بالبركة جاية منه. يعني مثلا ببقى حاسس إن ربنا ممكن ينجح. resources will be supplied. The Lord is capable. He is very rich. He has all the resources. Don't worry. Just start with honesty, and the Lord will support. Many times when we start any project, we feel a bit shaky about resources. Financially, for example, can we buy this? Can we start? مش عارف إيه. Then we find the Lord is supportive in a very strange way. And when the Lord sent his disciples, he said to them, don't take reserve, which is very strange. You are going to foreign land. Don't take money, don't take food, don't take even spare shoes. Don't. I am there to support and supply. And this is the second principle in any mission. Rely on God. Don't rely on the resources that are available to you, because the Lord will supply. الخطوة الثانية معروف. عايز تعمل أي حاجة بص لربنا. ما تبصش لنفسك، ما تبصش لإمكانياتك. لو حسب إمكانياتنا هنتعقد وهنقول الموضوع كبير علينا. إنما بقيادة ربنا أي واحد بيبدأ مشروع طالما إن هو يعني قريب من ربنا، ربنا هيسبورت، ربنا يوحفين. في جملة لطيفة كده أب اعترافي يقولها دايما، أنت قلقان ليه؟ ربنا هيوحفين. مش بتخدم ربنا، ما دام بتخدم ربنا ما تفكرش في الريسورس. So the first step is teamwork. The second step is don't think of resources, the Lord will support. The third step, which is important, is focus. He said don't greet people on the way. Why is that? Because you are focused. You have a target. Your eyes are focused on the purpose. Don't scatter your attention. If you like to succeed academically, if you are a student, for example, focus. Don't scatter your attention in social media and friends and other. Focus. If your focus is, for example, as deacon in the church, you like deacons to know and study and focus on it. Don't scatter your attention about trivialities. That focus is very, very important. Possibly for a short of time, I get to the last stage of this plan. Always remember to give thanks to the Lord. When the disciples came back to Jesus to report what they did over the mission, he asked them, it's not in this gospel but in other gospel, he asked them, did you lack anything? That's the first question. When they came back to report to him what they did, he asked them this important question. Did you lack anything? Did you need anything? They said, no, we didn't. How? I was with you. You didn't observe. You didn't see me, but I was there. And then they were joyful. Joyful, why? Because of authority that they have. They have tremendous authority. And this happened to all servants. All of a sudden you find your hands are the hands of God. Your capabilities will be multiplied 1,000,000 times. Who am I? Don't be joyful of that, because it's the work of God. But be joyful of what? Be joyful that your name has been recorded in the list of living in heaven. افرحوا لأن أسماءكم كتبت في ملكوت السماوات لكل مجد